Okay, so it would be pretty awesome if we could just stop making streaming services that no one asked for. It's becoming far too hard to keep track of which singular show is on which singular streaming network that you need to subscribe to, or I guess at least use the trial of and then immediately never use that again. No, NBC, I'm not going to pay for Peacock just so that I can watch Star Trek. I will figure something else out. Completely legally, of course. Don't know what else I would do. Man, I love club soda. I mean, really, aside from the big, already established streaming platforms like Amazon Prime Video, Netflix, Disney Plus, and I guess I'll throw Hulu into the mix, the other ones that continue to come out don't seem to be bringing very much, if anything at all, to the table other than a very strange, specific idea. You know what I mean? No, I don't blame you. I mean, to be perfectly honest with you, the platforms I'm going to speak about today didn't really seem to have a chance in hell. And I'm of course referring to the powerhouses, Quibi, Go90, Yahoo Screen, and CISO. That's right, I didn't really know about them either. We're not really going to be doing a deep dive into ultimately what led to them failing or anything like that, or what they could have done better, so on and so forth. No, you see, I just want to make fun of them because it's easy. You know, low-hanging fruit. It's something that, despite being tall, it's much easier for me to grab. I don't have to stretch to reach it. And by stretch, I mean use my brain. So yeah, let's dive right in. So if you weren't aware, Quibi was a streaming service specifically designed for your smartphone. No, not just to be an app, but the content on it was specifically designed to be viewed on a smartphone. Which I guess at its core is totally fine. I mean, we use these things all day, every day. It's a problem, I'm sure, but what are you gonna do? So Quibi was founded by Jeffrey Katzenberg. Yeah. You know, chairman of the Walt Disney Company, producer of such greats as The Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, co-founder of DreamWorks Animation, again producing Shrek, How to Train Your Dragon, Kung Fu Panda, just to name all of them, really. And this guy believed so much in this idea that he was able to raise $1.75 billion. That's right, billion with a boy. I guess it just goes to show that just because you have a lot of money for it doesn't mean it's a good idea. I mean, looking at the programming they were offering, it was plain to see that they had a lot to offer, like Dummy, a show about a girl who makes friends with a sex doll.
But I have news for you, babe. We're all sex dolls until we topple the patriarchy.
That's great, you're a feminist sex doll.
Or maybe Barkitecture is more your style, where some guy designs really fancy dog houses.
We make some bomb customized dog houses. Bam! What the hell?
If HGTV has taught me anything, it's that everybody wants to watch yuppies build expensive dog houses. I mean, I guess they also did have a new season of Reno 911. Yeah, I know. But I feel like a show that was as good as Reno 911 might be held back a little by the fact that it's meant for mobile phones. It's meant for phones, dude. I can promise you this, though. The platform absolutely would have skyrocketed and become a huge success had the Jack Sparrow house not been a joke. They shut down, $2 billion plus in the hole, and barely 6 months of operation. Yeah. What a good idea. I mean... Oh, Go90. What can you really say about that streaming platform other than... Wait, what was it? So Go90 was originally the brainchild of Intel. And then Verizon decided they wanted to buy it for $200 measly million. I mean, ooh, whatever, I guess. And you know that Verizon makes incredible financial decisions. You know, like, I don't know, buying AOL. One of my favorite pieces of trivia about Go90 is that the name apparently means the action of turning your phone 90 degrees. Now, eventually, Verizon would also acquire some stock in Awesomeness TV to help create original programming for the platform. Who's Awesomeness TV? I don't know. But that cost them another $180 million. So at this point, Verizon is about chin deep in this investment. I mean, I know Verizon has a lot more money than that to play with, but roll with me on this. Another incredible idea was signing an exclusive 3-year deal with the Women's National Soccer League. Now, I'm not here to make fun of anybody who plays soccer. Look at me. Do you think I could beat anybody at any game ever? That's what I thought. However, the deal specifically stated that it was any games that were not aired on TV would be exclusively streamed on Go90, so clearly there was a huge market there. I don't know how much they spent on that little deal or what they did to sweeten the pot for the Women's National Soccer League, but clearly it helped out quite a bit in the end for Verizon. With this many nails in the coffin, I mean, really, what the heck else are they going to do? Verizon would add the last few nails, of course, themselves by eventually acquiring Yahoo for somewhere north of $4 billion. Yeah, they bought Yahoo. It's not 2002 anymore. Verizon, what are you doing? And that, of course, just leads me perfectly into this next streaming platform. Do you remember anything about Yahoo Screen at all? Did you ever use it? No, I'm serious. I would actually like to hear anybody's positive experiences with any of these applications / streaming services, if you have. Now, Yahoo Screen's history dates back all the way to, 2006? When it was originally called Yahoo Video, a competitor to YouTube. Now, to be perfectly fair with Yahoo here, 2006 was probably the only time that a competitor for YouTube could actually have worked. I mean, these days, no one can really touch that giant. With old Papa Google up there just funneling money in at a loss, and I probably shouldn't, bite the hand that feeds me. This is the company that refused to buy Google for $700,000. Now, I'm not saying the tech landscape would be even remotely what it is today if Yahoo had made that purchase, but look at that. It's like Blockbuster not buying Netflix. Much like all of these platforms, as I had mentioned earlier in the video, they really had one selling point, and in this case for Yahoo, it was buying the rights to Community so that they could do 6 seasons and a movie. I don't know if you remember the hashtag 6 seasons and a movie, but we got that 6th season, and we have never gotten that movie. I believe the cast mentioned they would still totally be down for doing it, but it's not up to the cast to fund this masterpiece. Not even striking a deal with Vivo could save Yahoo Screen in the end. Man, we had such high hopes for that one. Look, there's legitimately not much I can really say about Yahoo Screen. I mean, the Wikipedia page is like 1/5 the size of what the other two were, so there's not a whole lot of information to really pick up. It's just making fun of Yahoo. They tried. They get an A for trying, but they didn't really try hard enough. I mean, who among these really did? Okay, so CISO is going to be a bit more of an honorable mention, just because, again, it didn't last very long, didn't have a whole lot going for it. No one knows what the hell it is or what it was, but I feel compelled, very, very compelled to mention it for just one reason, just one, and it was out of all of these streaming platforms, the only one that had a bit of original programming that I actually watched, I actually enjoyed, and I legitimately signed up on the platform just for this one show. Harmon Quest! Now, Harmon Quest has since moved on to Verve, if that means anything, because I know that Verve is kind of a word I can't remember right now, but who knows? Maybe we'll see more of it in the future. I doubt it, but I hope we do, because not very often does a big company, or streaming service or whatever back something that is related to D&D. But I mean, really, what is there not to love about having a new guest on every single week, every single episode, and doing some fun D&D improv and having animation cut-ins throughout the whole dang thing?
I have been gay my whole half-work life.
What else would you expect from the guy that was also behind Community and Rick and Morty? I just had to say, CISO, I hope you rest in peace. The rest of these platforms can just rot right in hell. Look, I am all for competition, but competition for competition's sake doesn't seem to work out very often, if at all, from what I've seen, especially when it comes to the tech landscape. You can't think that spending $2 billion on a vertical Reno 911 or a fancy doghouse show that HGTV should honestly just snap right up and see what they can do with is going to take down Netflix or Disney Plus or Amazon Prime Video or make anywhere near as much money as those platforms. Quibi was brand new. Go90 was brand new. But you know what Disney Plus has behind it? I'll give you a hint. It's in the name. Okay, well, this video didn't really have a point, to be honest. I just wanted to make it. Lately, I've been really getting back into things, so I thank you for sticking around to this point. I just wanted to make fun of a few really expensive startups that I know someone like me wouldn't be able to get off the ground with all the money in the world and all the time in the world. It's just good fun, guys. I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you even somewhat enjoyed it, consider dropping a like down below. Again, I'm not going to ask you to smash it or do anything crazy like that. And if you really enjoyed the video, well, consider subscribing. I do plan on continuing to make content like this in the future. Q&As, Reddit readings. Yes, I'm going to try a couple of Reddit videos like this. We'll see how that turns out, so don't say you weren't warned, all of you that have stayed past my, 9 different iterations of quitting. Just know that I am enjoying myself again. I'm having a good time. I'm feeling a lot better. Hopefully it stays that way. And yeah, I guess I'll catch you around, you beautiful SOBs. Bye-bye then.